A powerful winter storm is pushing further into New Mexico tonight. It's already creating huge travel headaches to the north and to the west, and this is just the beginning. Good evening. We have live team coverage of this storm.
From the Four Corners to Gallup to the metro area, and we begin with Mark Ronchetti. He's out tracking the latest from Durango. It's been snowing there all day, Mark.
Oh, boy, Diane, Dick, I tell you what, it's still coming down heavily here. About a foot of snow on the ground in Durango. Much more than that up into the San Juans. The Durango Mountain Resort reports of about 2 feet of snow on the ground. And as you can tell, it's still coming down here. By the way, no school tomorrow here. And these guys, no classes. They're all loving it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the maps here and show you what's going on at this point, show you how things are shaking out for us. And right now we have winter storm warnings all across western New Mexico and southwestern Colorado, as well as blizzard warnings north of the Durango area. What we're looking at here is rain changing to snow as we head throughout the morning hours tomorrow, especially really starting in Gallup and then working its way toward the Albuquerque area by tomorrow afternoon. Significant accumulations, obviously over a foot on most mountain areas, but even in some valley sections, we'll change things over to snow as well. Very gusty winds and high wind warnings as well across the east slopes of the central mountain chains too. And you can see that in the area circled in red. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar here and show you exactly how things are shaking out for us right now. There's plenty of warm air in place out ahead of this storm. You can see it over Arizona. Most everything other than the higher peaks of the San Franciscos outside Flagstaff are getting rain at this hour. Now up here, obviously in the San Juans and around Durango, we are picking up snow. Gallup getting a bit of a mix over to some rain. This stuff over the western part of the state will change over, and you can see it there across the Four Corners. It's not always easy to pick up the snow that we're getting here. Remember, we got to shoot those radar beams over the mountains. Sometimes it misses all the snow that's falling, but we've been getting it all day here in Durango. In west central sections and down to the southwest, we're mainly picking up rain, but the high Gila tomorrow could well get over a foot to maybe 2 feet of snow once everything starts to change back over again to snow. So essentially what we're dealing with here is a cold front that's going to head through the state tomorrow. That's what's going to change everything across New Mexico from west to east, from rain to snow. And this looks like a very good storm. And you guys, as we take a look at this, what we're seeing here is a tremendous moisture tap out of the Pacific, and that's going to continue to pummel the southwest and, of course, New Mexico, and even San Diaz and Manzano is going to end up with a lot of snow out of this deal over the next 24 hours. We'll track it all for you and have your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
It is beautiful there. Thank you, Mark. Well, police in Durango are urging people to stay off the roads tonight. Many drivers who are out are taking it slow. Others are getting stuck. City crews have been clearing roads all day, but they're having a tough time keeping up.
It has been not good. It's been really hectic. As soon as you do one part of the sidewalk, snow's just coming down so fast you can't keep up with it. Snow blowers, nothing helps. We hired extra help, and I mean it's been a real tough go at it.
Visibility across the region is also very bad. That grounded most flights in and out of the La Plata County Airport. In Farmington alone, police there say if it is not absolutely necessary for you to travel, don't.
As you saw on the radar, the storm is pounding northern and eastern Arizona. That means western New Mexico is next. News 13's Amanda Goodman is live in Gallup, where people know they're about to get hit. Amanda?
Oh, Dick, absolutely. Don't let the light rain here fool you. The wind has already started to pick up, and the westbound I-40 is closed now in Holbrook, Arizona. That's just about 80 miles from the New Mexico border, and it's this winter storm that's causing all these problems, and it is headed our way. Now, just take a look what it did in Flagstaff today. This storm dumped, or the latest estimates rather, show that the storm could dump as much as 4 feet overnight and into tomorrow morning. Now, so far, the eastbound I-40 between Gallup and Albuquerque looks okay, but again, with this storm coming, you never know when that could change. So again, back here in Gallup, it's just been raining off and on all day, but they are expecting that to change to snow later on tonight and into tomorrow morning, and of course, we'll be watching it all for you. Dick, back to you.
All right, Amanda, now, if you do have to hit the road, first of all, give yourself plenty of time, and then check the highway conditions hotline before you head out. That number is 511.
The weather is also making it rough on air travelers. Poor visibility and strong winds are keeping a lot of planes on the ground to our west, which has an impact on people here at the Sunport. That's where News 13's Maria Medina is tonight. Maria?
Diane, Southwest Airlines canceled flights all day to and from Arizona and even in parts of California where the storm first hit. A Sunport spokesperson told us the bad weather forced nearly a dozen planes heading to Arizona to divert here to Albuquerque so they could wait out the storm. Travelers say Southwest Airline reps told them it's not so much the rain or snow in Arizona, but strong winds causing the delays and cancellations. We spoke to a few people whose flights to Phoenix were canceled earlier in the day and were crossing their fingers the last flight of the night would take off.
I left yesterday from Phoenix, and the weather was fine, but it no longer is.
And what have they told you?
Terrible. The worst rains I've ever seen, and I've been there for 35 years.
This is a leisure trip for me, so not a big deal, but it's frustrating because I've got friends waiting for me to get there.
And we did check on that last flight to Phoenix. They were delayed about an hour and a half, but they took off about 15 minutes ago. Diane?
All right. Thank you, Maria. Now, Southwest Airlines tells us because of today's delays and cancellations from Arizona and California, they are completely booked tomorrow. Well, stay with News 13 and KRQE.com for continuing weather coverage. We'll have more on the winter storm, and be sure to check in with the morning team starting at 5 tomorrow morning for the latest road conditions, school closures, and delays.